Alabama. The Tide are absolutely red hot after 5-star commitments from E.J. Crowell last week and then Xavier Griffin on Sunday afternoon. Steve, take us behind these two.
Well, it was never not going to be Alabama for Xavier Crowell, the in-state running back who reclassified from 2027 to 2026. And despite the camp telling Texas and Georgia they were in great position, it was always Alabama, proximity to home, the opportunity to come in and play right away. And at 215 pounds, his ability to run between the tackles, catch the football, he has the traits that you're looking for to be an instant impact player on the next level in the SEC. Just the comfortability he has around the school, players in the locker room, just regular students at Alabama. Alabama was always going to be tough to beat for Xavier Crowell. Texas, Georgia, other programs shot their shot, Auburn. But he is one of the jewels of this Alabama class that ranks number 7 nationally. So is Xavier Griffin, who was at one point an early commit to USC. But when he decommitted from the Trojans, I pretty quickly put in an on-3 RPM in favor of Alabama. Now, certainly Texas, Ohio State, and Florida State may have given him some things to think about since he reopened his process, but he took his official visits. He grew up in Alabama, guys. The program he always saw himself playing at, the relationship with Christian Robinson, the scheme, the way they're going to use him as a linebacker, the way they're going to use him as a pass rusher, proximity to family. He's got family, grandparents in Tuscaloosa. Then certainly NIL. Alabama able to get it done for Griffin and Crowell, 2 major recruiting wins for the Tide over the weekend.
Yeah, and Saul, you reported a new wrinkle with Tide recruiting. They're closing in on a second quarterback commit. It feels like just a week ago we were talking about them landing their first quarterback in this class.
Yeah, so Jet Tamala is already in the fold for Alabama. They flipped him from Iowa State. Now all hands on deck for Taden Kawa, the number 12 ranked quarterback in the country per On3. Jet Tamala, number 10. Taden Kawa, number 12. He took an official visit to Alabama the weekend of June 20th. I saw him this week at the Overtime OT7 playoff finals down in South Florida. And he told me Alabama's setting the pace in his recruitment following his official visit. Time spent with Coach Grubb, Coach DeBoer, Coach Sheridan, the offense, the tradition, the way they can prepare quarterbacks to play at the highest level. I think Alabama and Taden Kawa are in final conversations now, those NIL details. And if those conversations continue to trend well, I think he'll be QB2 for Alabama in 2026. Why 2 quarterbacks, Josh? Well, it's a fluid era, right? You got Ty Simpson, the starter going into the season, Austin Mack, Keelan Russell battling for QB2, and then you want to get some depth behind those guys on the roster. Have 4 scholarship quarterbacks if you can in Tuscaloosa. So that's why they want to take 2. They have a chance to get 2 really good ones.
So last week was a big week for the Tide, and it sounds, Steve, like this is also going to be another big week for Bama.
Well, they could lock in on 3 receivers. Following his official visit to Alabama in June, I predicted Tennessee product Owen Cabell to Alabama. I think he's the next guy up to be in the fold for them. Brian Williams is a receiver from Florida, who I also think they land. And then on June 2nd or July 2nd is the big one. 5-star Cedarian Morgan, spent some time with him at the Overtime OT7 finals, been talking to various sources about his recruitment. He says 5 are still in play: Alabama, Auburn, Colorado, Florida, and Georgia. He played 7-on-7 with Jared Curtis, Georgia quarterback commit over the weekend, but I think Alabama remains in firm control of this recruitment. I think he ultimately pops for the Crimson Tide. 2 more blue chippers, 1 5-star, 1 top 50 player. Safety Jaira Edwards is the 5-star. He is committing on July 5th. I have an on-3 RPM in favor of Alabama. He basically shut down his process after taking his official visit to Tuscaloosa in early June. That is straight up Clemson style, Josh. When they take a visit, shut down their recruitment, and announce later, everybody in Alabama Nation will be celebrating that one if he does indeed pick the Tide like we think he will. And then Nolan Wilson, number 3 defensive lineman in the country per On3. He will commit on July 4th. I like Alabama right now. Miami will continue to try and change that. But Alabama, number 7 class in the country, they got a chance to be in the top 5 by the end of the week.
Bama fans, top 5, top 3. Where do you think this class finishes? Let us know. Comment section below.